today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 21 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. With a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On second down, it's Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception? What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete to Tate.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Hunt. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. They hand this off to Harris. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones got the connection here to Bourne.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titan 16. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Defense. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Kaepernick now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, open man here, the tight end Henry. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Kaepernick to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On first down, Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Finding Bourne here over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Auden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Jones now to throw on third down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw is Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side of Smith.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, Kaepernick. And he fends him off. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Still on his feet. Touchdown. through the air. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for New England. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Open man is born. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Patriots take over.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 28-21, 56 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. To throw is Jones. And this is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Jones.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Pass complete, Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Jones.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's Jones.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Jones.
Now right to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The